This is going to be hard to tell if it's actually going to work.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're live. No intro music, I guess. So let's get on screen and just fucking kick this show off because, god damn it, if nothing's going to work,
Right.
then it can go straight to fucking hell. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're live.
We can all squirt if you want to,
You got a what and a who?
You want to squirt?
No, I'm fine with that, brother. I got to get my screen fixed up here because I thought I was set up here.
Oh, you thought you were.
I thought I was.
Maybe you need to go. Maybe you need to go to the hydration station.
There we go. I got it all fixed up now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to
Right,
Pillar to
yep.
Post. I am your host, the Angry Viking. My name is Pete. Next to me, he is the wild-eyed Yeti Bloodyard.
Greetings and salutations, motherfuckers. Now get the fuck off the show. No.
You are watching Two Guys, One Dumpster, motherfuckers. What a weekend it's
Not
been.
21 guys.
What was that, Mr.?
Not 21 guys in one dumpster. Not 21 guys in one dumpster.
No, we're not going 21 guys tonight, okay? The little people, the little people in my head, they got confused that night, and we don't need to get confused all over again, okay?
You don't want a 21 cum salute?
No,
21 gun salute?
no, I'm all good. I'm all good, brother. I'm all good. So I hope everyone had a great weekend. Let me share this to Skype and let the folks over in the RWO chat know what the fuck is going on tonight. What were your expectations tonight, and were they fucking met? I asked you a question, brother.
Mine? Oh, I thought you were asking the chat.
There's no one
actually,
in the chat right now.
You're right. Right. Well, so my expectations were was how would I say? The matches played out like I thought they would. I mean, there was a few surprises, and there was one in the opening match that we were talking about a month ahead of time.
Yes.
That actually came to fruition.
Yes.
And that was
and
great.
we both wanted it to happen, but we didn't think it would because of the
Right.
injury of CM Punk.
Right.
But
Right.
it fucking played out fucking beautifully. I loved it.
Right. Because Drew McIntyre being obsessed with CM Punk was his demise. So it was short-lived. So how's he going to handle that?
Welcome, Kill Shop Matt Storm. Welcome, Evie Bloodyard. Let us know if our sound is coming over
Welcome.
clear, folks.
I'm coming clear, right?
You're on my end. You're coming in clear, brother.
I'm coming clear.
Well, no.
Coming.
I didn't say anything about you coming. Okay, calm down now.
Yep.
I know Yetis get a little bit stiff just at the slightest mention of, but we got to calm down a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Sound is good. Kill Shot Matt Storm
yeah.
says we are loud and clear. Brandon Cuevas, how's
Sure,
it
right.
going?
Hey, Wes.
Need a little bit of guacamole
Welcome,
tonight.
Brandon. Brandon guacamole. Oh, we haven't said that in a while. Oh, Evie's gonna bring that up.
It's all said with love, Brandon. Welcome everyone thus far that's joined us. Talking WrestleMania Night 1. You weren't here last night for my review, and I thought I kind of dragged my ass a little bit with it. I went a little bit too light on it. My assessment of everything, like when I said this match was 8 out of 10, everyone was agreeing with me in the chat. Everyone was agreeing with me in Skype by the looks of it too.
Right.
I wanted to touch on some things that happened last night, and I didn't get around to it because I was so fucking tired. I hoped for a better night's
Right.
sleep. Last night, I got another 3 hours of sleep. I was back up, and
Mm.
I looked at my son about an hour before WrestleMania started tonight, and I said, I should have slipped in a
Right.
fucking nap today.
Right.
um,
Should have slipped in
yeah,
something.
exactly. You know, we got Brandon says he's all right. We got Monstar Entertainment in the house. How you doing, Sean?
Hey, how you doing, Sean? Nice
Taxi
to see
cab
ya.
confessions. Oh no, we don't want to go there. We'd be here for 3 days straight just letting Yeti go on about his life as a taxi driver. I need a couple of shots after that main event. Holy shit. You know what?
Shit.
I broke out the Ryan Coke because I'm hoping when this show ends, I'm going to be going Betty Bye.
Yep.
Sean
Yes.
says he had a nap yesterday and today. He's old as fuck.
Yep.
But the I had a big problem yesterday, and I didn't really go into it on the show because, like I said, I was gassed. The Jay and Jimmy Uso match.
Yeah.
You seen how that fired off right from the start, Jay diving through the ropes with
Yeah.
that suicide dive. Start off strong, start off
Right.
fast. And then
And
it
it just-
transitioned very quickly into this super kick party bullshit.
Right.
I think
Right. And
I think they took away everything that was supposed to be a part of that story, and
right.
it fell apart. Where was
They condensed it, took out.
yeah,
Yeah.
like where was the aggression?
I mean, there's. Right.
Where's that
Wasn't it?
hatred for one another?
For another, the betrayal. And there wasn't.
No, so that
it
was
just,
disappointing for me. They could have done so much more. They could
Yes.
have done so much better in the match. I was nice. I gave it a 6,
Right.
but I felt like it deserved a 5.
To me, it deserved a 5 because it didn't live up to what they were drawing toward. I mean, what they were building up towards.
Oh my God.
You know.
Evie says, as an RWO nurse, she can help me stay awake with a Bengay suppository. Wow. I don't want to stay awake. I want to fucking sleep. That's what I want. This dog is tired.
I fell down the burning ring of fire. It burns, burns, burns. This ring of fire.
Sean says the Uso match, he was hoping for more of a Bret Owen style match. I agree. With a lot
Yes,
of
same
technical
here.
and false finishes. I agree with that as well. It was way
Right.
off 5 for him as well. So I can honestly say we all
5.
agree on that match. It just fell apart.
Right. It disappointed. Yeah.
There wasn't enough build up for it either.
What I know, but when the way they did the promo in that, you thought you were going to get, something more, and it did not live up to the hype or how they advertised it.
Now,
To me,
night 1, we had Triple H come out and basically introducing the
Right.
new era.
right,
Tonight, to kick off WrestleMania, we had Stephanie McMahon come out, which I was
Yeah.
pleasantly shocked.
Yes. Yes,
I didn't expect
so
it
was I.
because she hasn't been a part of the business since McMahon forced his way back in.
Right.
So it was.
Yeah.
I thought it was really great to have her kick it
Right.
off tonight, and she basically
the
said,
Paul Le-
"Welcome to the era of Paul Levesque."
Back Triple H era, and I love that.
I love that. He is getting the credit he deserves for the hard work he's put in, fixing the bullshit of the last man in power. And
Yes.
I think
Years.
the fans
And-
need to hear him get that recognition as well, because every time he had NXT rolling, it was the power
Right.
was taken away on him, and that show was turned to fucking dog shit.
or talent he built up and went over there. Vince squashed him, made him look like clowns.
Yeah.
Like Sami Zayn. Look what he did with Sami Zayn. When Sami Zayn wrote,
No, we in this household, we fucking enjoyed our WrestleMania weekend. I was pleasantly
it was good.
surprised with everything.
Yes.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
So was I. And,
ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it, okay? The first match on the card, the World Heavyweight Championship of the WWE, Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins. I'm not saying freaking. It just sounds fucking stupid. Mr. fucking Puffball.
Freaking.
You know, and then Flower Boy Manqueef tonight. Like, what the fuck?
Great.
And then,
you know what? I love the campiness. I love that he went for that.
It's just like, dude, how is anyone supposed to take you seriously as a champion?
No, I know, but it was great.
You're making your fucking wife jealous. You know?
It was full Adam Rose, remember? Tribute to Adam Rose.
So we had an extravagant entrance for both men here. We had the bagpipes playing and the swordsman out dressed in the Scottish regalia.
Right.
And it looked impressive for Drew McIntyre. That entrance just, it spoke McIntyre. You know?
And how he walked down there with a purpose.
Yes.
No pageantry.
There was no doubt in his eyes. There was nothing there that said, I'm losing tonight. And I love seeing that. Because we had to see that later on with, Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
The match starts off quick. McIntyre nails Seth Rollins with a Claymore. And I thought it was a one and done right there.
Right.
Because we all know he's injured. Yeah, we all know he's injured as fuck.
Yeah, right.
So I thought it was going to be an utter squash match, and then it's like there's got to be something that's going to happen. With CM Punk at ringside, I figured, okay, it's going down tonight.
Yes,
but
going down like we discussed, a month ago.
Months ago. But shockingly,
they pulled the trigger.
Yeah,
they pulled the trigger on that.
Hit the 2 count on Rollins, and Rollins quickly rolls out of the ring. McIntyre follows him and hits a suplex before taking some time to send a message on X. We seen that. Went over to his girlfriend and grabbed her phone and started fucking doing a little bit of tweeting.
Yes.
Rollins is able to follow through with a pedigree on the floor at the cost of his knee. He hits a curb stomp, gets McIntyre in the ring for the 2. So it was basically trading back and forth their finishers throughout this entire opening match. That's all it was.
Yes.
But I'm happy it was that way.
Right.
Because I know how much pain Rollins has to be in tonight.
Right.
And I'm not looking at it just as, it could have been so much more than this. I'm looking at it as they were going strong, going straight for their finishers, hitting them hard, but saving the body of Seth Rollins so that way he can come back later on tonight and finish the show off.
Right. Different attire.
Yeah.
Throwback attire.
Exactly. I was a little bit when that music hit tonight at the end near the end of the show. I was like, "What the fuck?" Because I wasn't thinking at first. I'm tired, and it's like, no, Dean Ambrose is still under contract. It ain't happening.
Right. No. He's back.
No. So McIntyre hits one more Claymore. Rollins to get the pin. Wins the World Heavyweight Championship match. The emotions on his face were just like, they were so real tonight. And that's what I wanted to see. Because he does deserve this.
Right.
His title reign when he won it during COVID was shit. There was nothing to propel him further.
No.
And his mistake couldn't simply go over to his woman and celebrate and leave the ringside. No. We had to further the storyline.
Yes, and that's what I liked.
Yeah.
His arrogance.
He places his title arrogantly on the commentator's table. Does this weird crawl over to CM Punk.
Right.
And starts getting in his face, starts jaw-jacking him.
I want to rub this in your face, is what he said.
Yep. and he turns around, raises the title in hand. CM Punk grabs the ankle, pulls it out from under him, fucking puts him through the commentator's table,
whips him.
Yeah.
Takes off his arm brace and whips him with it.
I loved it. Then we heard Damian Priest fucking music hit, and it's like, okay, this is going down. Now, does Damian Priest deserve to be world champion? No. But this is to further the storyline of CM Punk and McIntyre. So it had to happen. Right. Because there's going to be so much more emotion in this story. CM Punk just cost him the world title. And he got his revenge. Maybe 3 fucking minutes he held that title?
Yeah, 3, yes. And then what is Punk going to wear? I cost you your championship.
Yep.
Yeah.
You cost me my WrestleMania spot. I cost you your fucking title.
Title.
That is the story moving.
He's going to say it's going to be the shortest title reign in history.
Yep. Priest comes in, hits the choke slam. 1, 2, 3. We got a new world champion within like 3 minutes of a new champion being crowned. So he fulfilled his destiny tonight. He becomes world champion, only to lose it 3 minutes later, and we have a new world champion in Damian Priest.
With Punk blowing him a kiss, sitting in there cross-legged, laughing at him in his face.
And the crotch chop, the one-handed crotch chop, the DX crotch chop, that looked like it fired CM Punk up a bit too.
Yes. Oh yeah.
No. It wasn't anything special. It wasn't anything technical. It wasn't a classic. It wasn't 2 guys giving it their all. It was saving Seth Rollins to finish the night and make sure that he wasn't going out with further injuries so he could get his rest.
And also not to take away from the main event.
No, exactly. It was beautifully done. What would you have given this matchup?
I would have given it about 8.5, 9. Between 8.5.
I think the story was compelling enough.
Right.
I think the match was handled good enough for what it was supposed to be.
And the surprise.
Looking at all the factors 9. And what it ended up being at the end with CM Punk getting involved and then Damian Priest, I got to give it an 8.5 as well.
8.5, 9, 8.5, 9. Between 8.5 and 9.
Yeah, I wish there wouldn't have been so many injuries. Monstar gives it an 8.5. I wish there wouldn't have been so many injuries racking up on Seth Rollins. I think they could have given us so much more if it would have been possible.
More. Right.
And you got to believe both guys wanted to give that.
Yeah.
So kudos to both men. They did a fucking great job to open up the show.
Great way to open it.
And it was like night 1. They started off strong.
Yeah.
It was essentially a main event starting the show off yesterday, and it was another main event match starting off the show tonight. Very old school, traditional way of booking from Paul Levesque.
Yes.
And it's sorely needed these days.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. We end up following that match with The Pride versus the Final Testament in a street fight, a Philly street fight. And another surprise, Bubba Ray Dudley as a special guest referee.
Booger Ray Yeti.
What a pop that guy got.
Yes. Especially when he put the glasses on, He
was beautiful. Now,
that's great.
I'm going to be honest with this match. I wasn't interested. Nothing in this match made sense to me. The two biggest guys in that fucking ring get taken out with a tope, go fuck yourself,
right,
by Montez Ford, and they don't fucking get back up.
Nope.
It was. There was some good spots that included Bubba Ray here.
Right. That's what I said.
We got the old "What's up?" We got it. But I mean,
and the botch with the table.
With the table, man.
Oh. It fell apart when they went to.
Well, not just that.
You can see,
Bobby didn't set the leg right to begin with.
Right. But
and it
it,
was
yeah,
just
and so that it was already cut in half. You could
yeah,
tell because it collapsed.
it was a severely
It,
badly
gimmick,
gimmicked
gimmick,
table.
table. Yes, but it was funny. But they just run with it. They they just laughed at it.
Yeah. Um,
But
I really there's not much like we seen a bit there where Scarlett got involved
right,
whipping
right,
Bobby
right.
Lashley with the kendo sticks. B-Fab
Yep.
takes her out. Both of them go through a
Right,
table on the outside
right,
and incapacitated for the rest of the matchup.
right, right.
Um, Cross ends up getting in Bubba's face
Right,
when he counted a near fall, but Lashley used the opportunity to hit the spear. Ford and Dawkins
right,
did some signature Dudley Boys "What's Up" move, the old headbutt to the balls.
right,
The Philly went nuts
right.
for it. Why wouldn't they?
Yes. Right,
After one failed attempt with the table spot, Ford hits a big frog splash and puts Karrion Kross through the table for the win. Um, you got a guy like Karrion Kross. You give him a new stable. You give him
right.
Paul Ellering,
You're right.
and
And
this is what you gave us.
he's just you make a mid Carter, make him a mid Carter out of him.
This was a very mid match. I'm sorry. Maybe
Right.
there's people out there that enjoyed it because of the bit with Bubba Ray. I'm sorry. It's a 5.
That's
If
a
that.
4 to me.
Yeah, if that.
4.
Like,
What was it needed? Did it involve anything? It was just a spot match.
yeah, Jake Bagwell in the house now. How's it going, Jake? Yeah, it was
Hey, Jake.
it was nothing special. There was nothing in this match to
It's a little
draw the
match.
fans. There was nothing.
Nothing was on the line. Nothing
No.
on the line.
The only bit there that
Eh.
made anything special out of this match was Bubba Ray.
Right, that was the thing. Yeah, so I mean, it was just a throwaway match and
Yeah.
get Bubba Ray and nostalgia.
My problem with this, why did it have to be Bubba Ray?
Right.
It should have been Bully Ray.
Bully Ray, yes. But that's what
Bully
he
Ray
goes.
would have made more sense. He's more hard ass. He isn't into the comical bit. It should have been
Right.
Bully Ray. And,
Right.
let's face it, he's just more entertaining as Bully Ray.
Yeah.
This was a
But he's just-
nostalgia bit.
Right.
Monstar says Karrion Kross deserves a world title spot. That stable needs
Yes.
Malachi Black, in my opinion. Yes. Yeah.
Yes. And that's
So you said you'd give it a 4. I see Jake
Right.
Bagwell gives it a 6 out of 5, a 6.5. Monstar gives it a 5.5.
right.
Just wasn't my match. I couldn't get into it,
No,
and
no,
I didn't want
no.
to get into it. L.A. Knight versus AJ Styles. I knew this was going to start off fast and hot.
Yeah.
And
right.
AJ Styles proved that. He raced down into the ring
Yes.
right away.
Right.
No titles on the line here, folks. Just straight up
No.
revenge, on
Right,
both
yep.
ends.
Right.
Styles debuted a new theme song as well, which me and my son noticed right away.
Right. Yeah.
Didn't give it much time to play because he raced down into the ring and got his
Right.
match started quickly.
Right.
They made it feel like a grudge match is supposed to feel.
Yes.
They tied in the Australia attack on LA Knight at the Elimination Chamber. They brought up the fight outside the home of AJ Styles.
Right.
I do want to say this though. They should have gotten rid of one of the commentators tonight.
Yeah.
I think they could have gotten rid and done without Corey Graves there tonight.
Right. Because McAfee was hot. McAfee was on a roll.
Yeah.
He was hot.
And he was having fun with it tonight. Like
Yes.
between him and Michael Cole, Corey Graves wasn't getting
Right.
much in anyway. And whenever
No.
he spoke, it was like he was doing these little sound bites for the 24
Right.
the 24K fucking 2K24 fucking wrestling game. That's what it sounded like to me.
Yeah.
It was just sound bites.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Um, you know, It was a little bit more unpredictable than I thought it was.
Yes.
But like both men showed there was no clear advantage going to the other guy.
No.
So neither
Carries
outcome
on
would
the
have been
feud.
surprising in any way. Like
Right.
I could have picked either way, but I picked LA Knight for this
Right.
win. He does go on to defeat Styles. He countered the phenomenal forearm. Knight hits the BFT 1-2-3, and I like this because it elevates LA Knight more.
Right.
The
And
fans have been behind him.
Right. And he gets his first WrestleMania win, I guess. Say what?
I could give a shit if he got a WrestleMania victory.
No, I know,
It's seeing that
but
he's
that's
finally getting that push behind him
well,
from the office.
well, yeah, they're going with what the fans want, and that's good. Instead
This
of
match
Vince
was
was
good
like,
enough.
screw the fans.
I'd give it a 6.5, 7.
Yeah, about 7.5.
Yeah,
About
I'm
that.
gonna go with a solid 7 here.
Yeah.
It hit all the spots. I'm not saying it was a less than match. Just there was better
Yeah.
tonight. There's better tonight.
Yes. Oh yeah.
The thoughts in the chats. What did you guys think of AJ Styles taking on LA Knight? 3 guys at one time, but change it up. Yeah,
Right.
they could have changed it up. Like, I just it was so muddled at times. The commentary.
It could have been on yeah.
You know, it was worse when CM Punk was out there. Because CM Punk's trying to fit his bits in there. Then you got Corey Graves, and then you got Pat McAfee. And I would have rather heard Pat McAfee and fucking CM Punk going back and forth in that match.
Right.
Fuck the other two. You know, let those two take control.
Turn their mics off. Turn their mics down and turn up.
You know, it would have been so much better.
Especially because you missed a part of some of the stuff that CM Punk was saying towards McIntyre. That got overshadowed with them talking over CM Punk.
Yeah.
You know.
No. Anything else you want to hit on this match?
No.
Oh yeah, U.S. title
Like
match
I said,
is. Oh, let's go for it, Yeti.
Oh no, I'm done. Go ahead.
Okay. Up next, the U.S. title match. Logan Paul taking on Kevin Owens and Randy Orton in a triple threat. Was he calling it a triple tie match in the promos tonight? Or triple die? Or what the fuck was he calling this match?
I didn't know he's calling it.
Like, if you're working for this company, learn the fucking terminology for the matches, man.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Our predictions were true.
Yes.
But definitely a great fucking match because
yes,
it was a match that put light on the attitudes and how much fun that this new tag team's going to be. And I'm talking about Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. It's definitely a tag team coming in the future.
Right.
Oh, excuse me, folks. If it doesn't happen, if they don't pull the trigger making Owens and Randy Orton tag team partners and eventually tag team champions, they are sleeping on those guys.
Well, here's a point. They're going to need more tag teams with the titles being split because right now they don't have enough teams to go for on each show.
Yeah.
If they're going to split it per show, they don't have enough tag teams in each show.
No, they don't.
And they don't. And that's why the Universal title made sense because you could either tag team and go either show. But now now you're going to need more tag, which is good if they're going to go out and promote tag teams.
Exactly.
Now, so they need more tag teams.
Oh shit! I forgot what I was going to say. I fucking fell asleep there for a moment.
Quit drinking.
I'm drinking Ryan Coke tonight. I was going to do a little roulette table with the shot glasses, but I changed my mind. I didn't want to go that far tonight. We'll do it on another show. Have some fun on another show with the roulette table. You know, a little gift from my son. Here, Dad, go get yourself fucking hammered. You know.
Right.
Zayn this time was in the tunnel waiting for Kevin Owens to step out. gave him a little bit of encouragement. And what I liked is not only did Sammy get smacked in the face by him on night one as a little bit of a, hey, get the fucking job done, he got it again tonight by Kevin Owens before he walks away, you know?
Right, yes. Yep.
I liked it. I like his style, that brashness, that in your face, and then that comedic style he naturally possesses.
Right. Great.
And then he comes out in a golf cart.
Yeah.
He makes his way halfway down the ramp, and then he just stops. Orton's music comes in, and he backs that motherfucker all the way back up to the top of the fucking stage.
Right.
And tells Randy, like, save your fucking energy here. Get the fuck on.
Get in. Yeah.
We don't need to make that long walk down that ramp.
Right.
We got enough issues on us. Let's fucking go down. Let the fucking punk bitch in the ring make his grand entrance. You know, well, I should say, which I don't really care for him, but Logan Paul. He came out with the Prime truck.
Yes.
He came out first, which I'm used to seeing the champions come out last.
Right.
You know, usually it used to be back in the day, if the champion ever came out first, he was usually losing that title.
Right. So that could have been a swerve.
Yeah.
That could have been a swerve for the marks. You know, everybody.
Yeah, I knew he wasn't losing it tonight. On the back of the truck, there's this Prime bottle cannon that pretends to fire fucking fireworks at the WrestleMania sign.
I thought it was gonna squirt. That'd have been funny.
It would have been funnier. You know, not a Triple H spray of water, but this little tiny stream shooting out of the end.
Yes, while he's standing behind it, so it looked like his wiener.
This match got turned into a handicap match right from the get-go.
Right. Well, I expect it.
I thoroughly enjoyed watching these two guys, Kevin Owens and Randy Orton, working together just to beat the piss out of Logan Paul.
Logan Paul. Everyone wanted to see that.
Yeah. Now, it didn't last forever.
No.
But for the majority of this match, it was nice to see.
Yes.
We also had some social media person in the Prime bottle outside the ring as a mascot.
Yeah. Right. Yes.
I don't care who it was. I really don't give a shit.
No.
In a pinfall predicament, no. For when Randy Orton was going for the punt, the Prime bottle man pulls out Logan Paul, saves his ass, and then he proceeds to reveal who he is, gets in the face of Randy Orton, and fucking pays for it dearly. Like, that was a nice kick. It was like a Spartan kick right to the chest of this fucking fool.
Right. Yes.
Puts him down, rips the bottle off of him, throws him up on the table, and this guy is begging him, you know. And before this attack, he's barking in Randy Orton's face. And this is what had me laughing. Right before the RKO, Randy Orton starts barking back at him.
Barking, yes. Yeah.
Oh, my God. It was beautiful.
Right. Yeah.
Gets RKO'd on the table.
He's flat out.
Yeah. Now, let's see. Here we go. Here's my notes here. After taking an RKO, Owens ends up taking a frog splash from Logan Paul. Logan Paul steals the win from Randy Orton. Orton had tossed Logan out. I mean, Logan had tossed Orton out, but saved himself the victory with a big fucking frog splash, and it was an impressive frog splash.
Yes, it was.
With all the energy in this match, the fun that these guys were having. Did we lose you, Yeti? No, you're right there.
No, I'm back right here.
With all the fun in this match, the sportsmanship of all three, you know, I got to give it an 8.5.
Same here.
You know,
8. Solid 8 for me.
Yeah, they had a great fucking time.
Yes.
I picked it. Logan Paul was going to take this. I think we all did on Friday night. Me, you, and Bill. We
Right.
all said he was taking the win, and I think it's nice to do because as we just said
Yeah.
before we started this, they need more tag teams,
Mhm. Yes.
and those two, they're deserving of a good tag team run.
Right. Right.
They told the story, and they showed that, well, mixing it up between Owens and Randy Orton, it can be a fucking beautiful thing too.
Yes. A lot better than RK
Yeah.
Bro.
By the way, Evie, and if Meanie's watching as well, I seen those pictures you sent to Yeti while we were live that night. I laughed my fool fucking head off. And I would probably put them up for people to see, but I'm pretty sure that we would have this episode deleted.
Oh, that was great.
Yeti and I were sporting hangdangs while sitting on the toilet. We'll put it that way. But
Yeah.
I laughed my ass off. That was good. That was,
Or,
when I
or,
opened up my
or,
Facebook, I was fucking laughing.
but the one where you're my two balls.
Oh my yeah, I know. Oh my lord. Oh my goodness. It was a nice way to end that night for me, man. I was laughing so hard.
That's great. Yeah. Oh, I was when I was looking at it.
I'm gonna say this though. The first three matches, I expected so much bigger. Because of the first three matches, they were over in an hour.
Right.
Like the first hour of Mania tonight, those three first matches were over in that hour. I thought,
Right.
okay, they're going to draw things out because this is like one or two matches less than night one. And,
Right.
oh no, that last match, man, that was fucking beautiful. It was a nice way to end the show. Now, there's some
Right.
people going to say, oh, we didn't want Cody to win. We hate Cody. You know what? That's not what I'm going off of. I'm going
That's
off
not the
as
story.
the fucking story needed to be told.
That's the told.
I don't
Right.
look at it as finishing a story. I hated that tagline right from the get-go because this story isn't
Right.
ending just because WrestleMania ended. It's a new chapter.
No.
He needed
Yes.
to finish the chapter and go into a new one.
He is the next John Cena.
Yeah.
And I mean that in a good way.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Io Sky versus Bayley for the WWE Women's Championship. I had some issues with this match.
Right.
They did not gel well together in that ring.
No. No. I mean.
There was a lot of bits in this match. It did not look clean. Like,
No.
I don't know if it's Io Sky's style, or it is. It's that style, and it's just she can't make anything look realistic when she does it.
No.
Like there was a spot in here she did an uppercut while Bayley was up on the top rope, and
Right.
you could see it clearly didn't touch her,
Right.
and it looked sloppy and desperate as fuck.
Right. Right.
So this match, I'm not going to score it high. I'm probably going to give it a 6.
Here's a 7
Yeah.
for me. 7.
Okay.
7,
Well,
7
I just looked at certain things of it. It just did not gel well.
Right.
Bayley winning, like Bayley is awesome in that ring. No one's ever going to doubt that about her.
Right.
To me, style wise, she probably doesn't have as many skills as Charlotte Flair.
Right.
But Bayley is more of a complete package in that ring.
Right. Yes.
She knows how to tell the story. She knows how to grab a hold of the fans, and she knows how to keep them interested. You heard the fans tonight. Like that whole fucking match, they were just all Bayley.
Yes.
It was a chorus of the fans just going off.
Oh yeah.
The Titantron also had the role model on it when she made her entrance tonight.
Right.
So that was a little bit interesting. She's she's doing the complete baby face now because the sympathy card was played quite heavily in the build up.
Right.
Um, I was pleasantly surprised not to have damage control at ringside or interfering
Right.
in this match.
Well, that's good.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
that's
was,
good.
and they were able to tell a story, and I like
Yes.
that. I appreciated that. So I'm gonna give it,
Right.
I give it a 6.5. It's close to being a
Right.
7, just because
Right.
they did tell the story, and Bailey's
Yeah.
really good at telling it.
Uh-huh.
We've seen a multitude of moonsaults or over the moonsaults by Io
Right.
Sky. Beautifully
Yes.
done. Like she executes them
Oh yeah.
well.
Yes.
Can't cry over that. Um, both women had some creative counters to finishers, but when the dust settled, it was Bailey who got the pinfall to become the new women's
Yes.
champion.
Yes.
It was a great way to bring Bailey in. Into the new era. She needed to take control of this women's division because I don't think
Right.
Io Sky has the star power to keep people interested in the women's title.
No. I think she was I think she was an interim until Bailey got
got cleared.
got well.
Yeah.
Got cleared. Yes, that's what it was.
So I went 6.5. You went 7.
7. Yes.
We got that main event was absolutely beautiful. Yes, it was.
Yes.
Jake Bagwell says he didn't watch the match, so he doesn't have an opinion here.
Right. Right.
And then we move into Roman Reigns versus the challenger Cody Rhodes for the Universal
That's
title.
right. Right.
I want that title to change the look now.
Yes. Oh, I know.
A new era. Get rid of that Vince McMahon fucking plain as fucking hell generic title. Put it to bed.
Looks like it was cut out. Looks like it was cut out of plywood.
Yeah.
The shape of it is so blocky.
Yeah.
It's like
It's just garbage. It really is.
no. I think it's coming. I think it's coming.
I was surprised. Brandy Rhodes came out with Cody for his entrance. That was a bit of a shock, and she got a pop.
Right. Yes.
It's been ages since that woman got a pop.
I know. Well, everyone went. Everyone went on the train, and
Yeah,
the hate train on her.
AEW had absolutely no respect for her, and I get it, people. I get it.
No.
She was not good on the microphone.
Right.
But I think she received a lot more hate than she actually deserved.
Deserved.
It didn't make sense to me how negative the AEW crowd base was towards her.
Right.
Because in all intents and purposes, she was a good woman. She was just trash on the mic, and she couldn't wrestle for shit.
Right.
Keep her voice limited on the mic, and don't let her wrestle.
Right.
Simple things.
Yep.
Let her be Cody's valet. I think that'll keep everyone happy.
Right.
She did a fine job of that tonight.
Right.
And she looks good. She does. She looks good. She was in shape. We all know that they had a child. She fit that bikini perfectly.
Right. I fit that bikini perfect.
No, I never want to see you in a bikini like that, bro.
We can fix that.
Now, a little bit of a shock for me, though. I expected the tribe to be coming out with Roman Reigns.
Right.
I really did. There was nobody. Because remember when The Rock talked about the bloodline rules?
Right.
There could be, Jimmy as a special guest referee. Solo Sikoa would maybe, sing the national anthem.
Yeah.
He made it sound like they were going to be ringside the whole fucking time.
Right.
Nothing for the longest time.
Right.
It was a legit one-on-one affair for the majority of the match. I enjoyed that. It was a lot of back and forth. They took the fight into the stands. When Roman asked fans to move out of the way because Cody was going over, Cody reversed.
He's gonna throw him over.
Yeah. Cody reversed, and it was Roman taking the heat on the shipping containers.
Yes.
Beautiful match. I don't have any fucking problems with the way they did it. Nearing the end of the match, Jimmy comes in as Cody's about to hit the triad of Crossroads. He was on the
Reminiscent of the last
yeah.
match.
He was about to hit the last one out of the three. Got super kicked right in the side of the head, and saved Roman's ass. He gets taken out by who was it? John Cena.
John
No,
Cena.
no.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm getting along.
No.
Solo
was
comes
it
in
Jimmy?
afterwards too.
Right. Yes.
Solo comes in because Cody recovered, and he was about to do another Crossroads, I believe. Got the old thumb to the throat. That's when John Cena
With a
appears.
spear.
Yeah, he got a spear too. He helped Reigns get him a spear. He's very vocal tonight too, yelling at the tribal chief, "Get it done.
Yeah.
Finish the fucking story."
Yeah.
You know, I'm tired, people. I'm mixing shit up here. John Cena comes down, takes out Solo Sikoa, and then hits Reigns with a attitude adjustment when The Rock makes his appearance.
Yes.
So, and I said this to my son, look at this. It's Black Adam versus Peacemaker.
Yep.
You know?
Yes.
So, John Cena too worried about his fucking bald spot, for one. You know? Two, going and saying, "You can't see me," in The Rock's face. What the fuck did he think was going to happen?
I know.
He ate
Well,
the
that's all I
Rock
do.
bottom.
Yep.
The Shield's music hits, and Rollins shows up in the Shield gear.
Yeah.
He gets showed up by Reigns taking him out with a chair shot or a Superman punch. He's taken out. And then the lights go out.
Yep.
This was a shocker. I was expecting Stone Cold.
Yeah. Everyone was expecting.
Well, that was the
And when you heard
that was the Easter egg.
Yep.
Half the Easter egg, bore fruit.
Right. So the other one was a red herring.
Yeah, and the thing was, Undertaker that was there the entire week. He should have been the one on everyone's mind. The look on his face, the anger towards The Rock.
Right. The Rock.
And The Rock's about to strap him with that weight belt. Gets grabbed by the throat.
Yeah.
It wasn't the best looking choke slam we've ever seen. But by God, it set the statement.
It's just, he still delivered. He still delivered.
He delivered.
Yes.
The lights go back out, and him and The Rock are gone.
Yes.
We
And
get
just
another
only the two.
Yeah, we get another triad of Crossroads. 1, 2, 3. We've got a new Universal Champion.
Wait, and that's a perfect way to for Corey to end the match. Yeah.
Now, I should say we did have Snoop Dogg join us on commentary as well tonight.
Yeah.
And I was laughing. My son was laughing. Cody was laughing.
Right.
He's great whenever he's around WWE.
Yes.
The celebration that followed. That was the perfect way to go out of WrestleMania.
Yes.
Those high emotions.
Feel
running.
good. Feel good. It was a feel good. Thanking everybody, and Cody thanking everybody. That was great.
Letting his mom hold the new title.
Right.
You know, it's what he was wanting to do. He was able to fulfill that. And then he calls out Bruce Pritchard and Paul Levesque just to thank them.
Right. Yes.
I don't think anyone will ever know what they said between each other unless they reveal that at the scrum.
Right.
Right. But a lot of emotions running in the main event and following the main event.
Yes.
The perfect send-off for this year's WrestleMania.
WrestleMania and the new era, and bringing in the new era. You know, because it's great. Like I said, the emotion, the genuine emotion. I've never seen that in a WrestleMania.
No.
That's like
we had
that.
Owens, Randy Orton, Sami Zayn, Brandy,
Thing.
Cody Rhodes' mother, his stepfather,
Right.
Bruce,
Right.
and Paul Levesque. John Cena was
Right.
in the ring with them celebrating. I can't remember everyone that was there, but
CM Punk
yes,
was in there.
CM Punk came back.
CM Punk was in back. Yeah, everyone was in there.
It was
Rollins was in there.
it was beautiful.
It just shows you. Yeah.
And I get it. Cody is not a person that everyone likes. And it's going to irk somebody that he's some people that he's the new Universal Champion. I'm not irked by it at all.
No. Because
I was irked with the constant pivots and them making him act like a bitch for the most part of this story.
Right.
But I knew the match was going to be phenomenal.
Right.
And it was. It gave us everything we asked for.
Right.
And it closed.
And then Roman really being more animated in this one.
Exactly. He showed more emotion in this one.
The way he was. Right. And the way the swagger and the arrogance, and the cockiness, it's like that one part where he hit the crossroads. That's what a shit move. I like that one. It's useless. No wonder you don't win.
Evie says, I need to get some bell-bottom pants like The Rock. No. We smell what the wall is cooking. I hope you don't smell what this wall is cooking. I'm not cooking for one. I'm just smoking a lot of cigarettes and drinking a good fucking glass of Ryan Coke. Now, most guys would get a nice little glass for that. No, I wanted to go big.
Big balls in your mouth.
Shut up, man.
We'll bring your buddy back that was like really turned on while you're
meanie girl in the house. She goes, lately, why do Triple H's eyes always look like he either just smoked a blunt or he has been crying? Guaranteed he was getting high with Snoop Dogg tonight.
He was getting high.
Because Pat McAfee had no problem admitting that fucking him and Michael Cole were hanging out and getting fucking high with fucking Snoop Dogg today.
And the herb, you smelled the you smell the herb out there.
Yeah. I have no doubt he was dead tired as well and stressed.
Yes,
organizing this thing, this this whole week event. They've been doing this entire
probably
week.
Longer than that. Yes.
I think he's going to really show the fans this year, when it's him making the decisions, how much better this company is going to get.
Yeah.
There's not going to be all these indecisive and last-minute changes or mid-match changes like Vince McMahon was pulling on everyone. Right. It's going to be, I think, a pretty good fucking year for WWE.
Or vindictively booking people. Yeah. Yes.
I want to talk to you about something else.
What?
So, earlier in the day, there was an announcement made that the Young Bucks will be showing this fight between CM Punk and Jack Perry at, what was it called?
I saw that. Yeah. All in, yeah.
And I was like...
How petty.
One, pettiness. Two, it doesn't matter what they show. Is it going to be full-length video, or are they going to edit the shit out of it?
Or they're going to set themselves up for a lawsuit.
Three, it doesn't matter what happened. It truly doesn't.
Right. It's done.
The only thing it's going to show is that there is no proper power structure, no real boss in that fucking company dealing with the shit that needs to be dealt with, so these guys act like fucking human beings towards each other.
Right.
That's all it's going to show.
You're running a company. But you're running a company. So he had an interview and gave his thoughts. So you're gonna be petty. You're gonna
It's petty.
So what does it prove?
Petty, vindictive bullshit.
You got him out of your hair.
Yep.
So just don't respond. You already made your statement with Adam Copeland. There. That's all that was needed.
Stop.
Now you want to go.
Stop the anal burning that you've got going on because you lost CM Punk because of stupidity. Also,
and he lives rent free in your head.
yep.
And if leaking those things violate the NDA,
Mm,
then oh yeah,
yeah,
it's a lawsuit
yeah.
because he signed it.
CM Punk
You
said
know,
he did not sign an NDA for it, but everyone else did.
no, yeah, supposedly,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's what his side of it. I don't know what the full story is. I don't
right,
give a shit.
right. It's over.
Yeah.
That's what CM Punk was saying. He goes, he's moved on. He's happy, and they should be happy. They got what they wanted. They got him. They got him out of there.
Oh my
So
god.
why are you drugging this up?
Yeti asked me if you told me that you're hiring the Young Buck tribute tag team for Circus, the Dumb Fucks.
Yeah. Oh, they're working on. Oh, they got the game, so they're
Their
gonna
moveset
working
will
on
be
some.
as many super kicks as the game allows. Oh my god. I was outside a lot today. I actually got some sun. So
Right.
beautiful day out here. I hope you guys all experienced a beautiful sunny day as well. I think we had a high of 15 today.
Yep.
And for WrestleMania weekend, being able to go out and take a walk, like I went for a walk before I came back to talk to you and see if you were going to go
Right.
live with me.
Yeah.
Beautiful day with 2 fucking great days of wrestling, and I call it great wrestling
Right.
because
Yes.
there were stories being told. It wasn't just the
Right.
match, and that was it. It wasn't just dream matches that didn't mean fucking shit.
Right.
Yes, there was some matches that weren't up to par. But the majority of this weekend was a hit.
Yes, it was.
You gave night 1 an 8 out of 10. I've seen a lot of people doing the same. And I gave it an 8 out of 10 as well.
Right. Right.
What would
Yes.
you give night 2?
I said because of the opening and closing matches, I'd give it a 9. It was a 9 because it was a 9.
I'm going to be
I'd give it a 9
conservative of
because
mine because there were 2 matches that were kind of a miss for me.
I know.
I'm going to go because of the main event and the opening, the way that all played out with CM Punk and Undertaker, The Rock, and John Cena.
Right.
I'm going to give it an 8.5.
I'm gonna give 9 because I did like the last match and the opening. The opening and there was it was good. And it didn't seem, and the way I like the pace of this year's WrestleMania was pretty good. It didn't drag out. They cut out a lot of the pageantry stuff.
It also started earlier.
Yes.
Ended an hour earlier.
Instead of later. Right.
So it didn't go all the way up to midnight. I'm not completely dead on my feet. My son, I think he went to bed almost instantly.
Right.
But I mean, like, what a great 2 nights. And I'm factoring in NXT Stand and Deliver as well because Stand and Deliver hit all the boxes as well.
Right.
Like, Stand and Deliver, I'm not going to go into it, but I'll give that one an 8 too. They did a fucking great job with it.
Right.
Like, they ticked all the boxes. Yes. All the matches look fucking beautiful in that show. Now, I did miss the tag team match with the Wolf Dogs, but what I seen, it was a great show for NXT.
Yeah.
And their highest grossing in attendance record as well.
Right. But the pacing of the matches I like a lot better.
Yep.
I mean, even the ones that are kind of slowed down, they're not. You don't have a. They're very well. Organized. And that's the organization of
Have
this
a good night, Jake.
Organization
is
great.
It didn't feel like things were being changed in the heat of the moment.
Yeah.
Nothing. It didn't seem like anything was being changed during the match itself or right before the match. The wrestlers didn't look confused.
Right.
And they have in past WrestleManias.
Yeah, because Vince is in the gorilla telling the referee, blah blah blah,
screaming at everybody, commentators, referees, everyone's getting screamed at.
Michael Cole. Yeah, you said a word wrong. You said belt, or you said, You said you said wrestler. And he got mad about that.
Now, one thing I did
Hey.
see, and I don't know if this is purposely done, and I can't even remember what it's called, but WWE is airing something Wednesday night as well. It's lost on me what it was, but I looked at my son and was like,
Yeah.
are they doing this purposely because Wednesday night the Young Bucks want to reveal this video from the backstage attack on Jack Perry?
Right.
It's like, are they doing this purposely to fuck with AEW?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's like, well, you guys want to be dicks, we're gonna be dicks back. That's what it came off like to me.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't mind it either.
Yeah.
I think there needs to be a new fucking war.
Yes.
And if AEW isn't gonna pick up the pace going into this new
Right.
era of WWE, they're gonna get eaten alive.
Oh, right.
The fans that love that select niche
Right.
that just love the fantasy booking over and over again without the storylining, it's going to dwindle.
Yeah.
Because eventually people's attentions start to dwindle as well when it's just the same fucking bullshit they have got to eat week in, week out.
Right. Right.
Every pay-per-view.
Right.
No disputing, AEW has great fucking phenomenal wrestlers.
Right.
Now start making
Yes.
them tell a story. And then I'll be
Yeah.
hooked watching both. I stopped watching WWE for 2 years because it became
Oh, yeah.
utter bullshit.
Because Vince McMahon didn't build up anybody. And if anything that like I said earlier, anything that came from NXT, he totally changed their gimmick.
Yeah, and
So
killed them.
people didn't know who killed them. Yeah, and squashed them.
Yep.
Look what we did with Braun Strowman.
Aleister Black, another one.
Aleister Black, yeah, did not like Aleister Black because there's quite a few. Sami Zayn was one he didn't like.
Adam Cole
You know?
would have been another one he would have destroyed
Cole,
once he got
yes.
to the main roster. He's too little,
Yes,
Right.
right.
And look at these
Look what-
guys now that they're in AEW. They're being treated the same way. They're on the back burner.
Yeah,
They're at catering.
Yeah.
And the catering
Yeah.
foods fucking suck.
right.
I want to see both companies thrive. I really do. Anyone that's going to say differently, that I'm saying it differently, no. I like good television. I like compelling television. If it doesn't compel me, if it doesn't grasp my attention, I stop watching it. I did it with WWE, and if they start going to shit, I'll stop watching them again as well.
Right.
I'm not into this tribalism bullshit. All I want is good wrestling.
Right.
I don't care from what company. Because when it was the Monday Night Wars, I was watching both shows.
Yes, because you could watch both. Yeah, that's what I used to do.
Yep.
Tape when you had a VHS, you tape one and watch one live, or you tape both of them. I could tape both of them and then watch them.
Well, see, here in the area I was living at, Monday night was Monday Night Raw. They did not air WCW that night unless you had TBS and whatever, the Warner Broadcast Network. But you got to see it on Tuesday night.
Right.
And then back then it was, I believe it was Thursday Thunder.
Right. Yes.
And then Friday SmackDown. So I got to watch it all, plus the shows that they had, the small shows that they had on the weekend.
Yeah.
So it was basically an entire week of wrestling I watched. I didn't fucking... Both were doing good. Both were telling great stories.
Right.
And I would be the same way if both companies now, AEW and WWE, were throwing great matches and great stories. I'd be watching both in its entirety. That's a lot of fucking wrestling in 1 week. But I'd be fucking down for it.
Right.
So now it's time AEW starts building this new era of their own.
Right.
You want to be better? You truly want to be the alternative? I'm sorry, you're going to have to adopt some of the ways of WWE. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You got to. There is a reason why workers sell in the wrestling world.
Yes.
There is a reason why wrestlers don't.
Right.
It's simple as that. Bill Haight in the house. We had 3
Hey,
TVs
Bill,
back
how's it
then,
going?
WCW on one, WWF on one, and a game on the third. Holy
Yes.
shit.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, man. Back in the day, man. Oh, I'm really hoping, and it looks like we're getting a slight bit of an Attitude Era regrowth. I like the feel of it.
Yes.
I think it's needed.
Right.
I think that time
Right.
for, you know, the woke side of the industry
Right.
to get the fuck out.
Right. Right.
You know?
That was that was just Vince trying to please his advertisers and trying
Yeah.
to. Uh, he had this whole plan to have like a WWE Disneyland type thing, and luckily that's gone. You know.
Yes, I was laughing too, Evie. At first,
Yeah.
when I heard that music going, I
Yep.
instantly thought, Dean Ambrose, John Moxley,
Yeah.
whatever you want to call him. They would have called him Dean
Right.
Ambrose
Right.
again. And it's like,
Yep.
no,
Yep.
no, no. He's still under contract. What the fuck am I thinking?
Right.
And then
Right.
Rollins coming out and getting taken out instantly. That was beautiful. I was
Yes.
laughing
Yeah.
hard.
Yep.
Yes, NWO for life, baby.
Yeah.
You got that fucking right, Bill. This entire weekend, I had fucking fun. I even looked at the boys when we were done watching tonight, and I said, "Thank you, boys.
Right.
This was a good weekend. This was a fun weekend." Because
Yes, it was.
I got back to watching WWE because of my son and my daughter. And it's like, why are we going to fucking watch it on a fucking website that keeps on crashing? I'll fucking chill out the $8.99 a month. And I'm going to fucking watch it with my kids. And we've been fucking enjoying it every fucking week. Has it always been clean? No. Has it always been good? No.
No.
But
Not going to be.
WrestleMania weekend, it went off beautifully.
Right.
Oh, he was at WrestleMania. Bill hates saying that Moxley was at WrestleMania. Or what am I saying that? Funny how Vince wasn't super PG, family friendly for his shows, but meanwhile he was having orgies and pooping on people behind the scenes.
Yeah, that's true. You know.
Am I understanding you correctly, Bill? Moxley was at WrestleMania? If he was, it would have been nice to see him. Even if he was under contract,
Right.
Fuck it.
Fired him,
Bill
too.
wants WWE and
that's-
AEW to start and work together. Think of the matches they could have. Only if Tony Khan was allowing storylines to be built up for it.
Right.
Yes, Mox was at
And if
WrestleMania,
he-
Bill says. He was seen.
Cool.
That's nice.
That's nice, yeah.
Because I guarantee he'd enjoy this new era in WWE.
Oh, yeah.
Because the way that he's being utilized, when Cody was there, Moxley was being booked strong.
Yes.
Look at him now. He's with the Combat Club.
Oh, yeah.
He's bleeding for no reason.
Right.
It's don't get me wrong. The matches I've seen him in have been, for the most part, really fucking good. But he needs more substance than that. He's a storyteller.
Right.
He said that in interviews so often. When he tried working with Brock Lesnar.
Right.
You know?
Remember when he left remember the promo he made when he left WWE. He was breaking out.
Yep.
I mean,
Those were great
it's kind of
vignettes.
yes, those little vignettes. Yes.
Yeah, those were great vignettes for AEW. It was like he was in a prison cell, breaking free, and John Moxley was now among the people.
Yes.
That was beautifully executed. Look at the way Lance Archer was being booked at the beginning. He was the fucking monster of AEW. And now he's just a jobber that barely gets fucking seen.
Right.
And the guy is fucking fantastic in that ring.
Yes.
And done properly with Jake the Snake, like he was at the beginning for those vignettes.
Yes.
He was being booked the right way.
Right. Yes.
Mox will not go back to WWE because he likes to work at different feds. Yes, that is true.
True.
I think we're seeing the beginning of WWE starting to take slackening the rules a little bit. They let Baszler go to GCW for their Bloodsport event. You know,
Right.
I think Triple H would be more open to it, but are you going to work with a guy that's constantly trying to drag your name through the mud? Every time Tony Khan posts something about WWE or Triple H, it's very negative.
Right. Right. Yes.
You know, like straight up calling Triple H a bald bastard. Like, come on, it's not needed. Triple H has not said a
Right.
disparaging thing about AEW at all.
For professional, you
Yeah.
know.
And if I got to hear one more fucking podcast where they say CM Punk went scorched earth on AEW, oh my fucking god.
He didn't.
I am getting
He didn't.
tired of it. He was so reserved in that fucking interview. And he even said, I really don't want to talk about this.
Right.
But he's going to say what he's going to say.
Right.
You know, I don't think the interviewer needed to bring up anything about AEW.
No,
I really didn't. But CM Punk expected it as well.
Right.
And he doesn't like being that guest on a talk show or a podcast where they just give you the same line. Oh, we can't talk about that.
Right.
You know?
No.
While Sean Spears came back under his indie name, yes, he did. He could come back as Moxley. He very well could. I do agree.
Yep.
I think Triple H is going to also be a lot more open to the wrestlers experiencing what New Japan has to offer.
Yes.
I can see that happening in the future.
Oh, yeah.
We will see what happens when the video is played. You know what? I don't really care what the video shows. I really don't, because either way, it shows that Tony Khan is not a strong boss. He's not a boss at all. He wants to be everyone's buddy. He wants to bury his fucking head in the fucking breasts of the men and motorboat them. Brian Hillibert in the house. How you doing, you silver dog?
But here's the thing: they should be about their. They should be about their. You know, they should be about their company promoting their wrestlers instead of something that happened in the past.
Yeah. There should be no right, who's wrong here. They were all wrong. They were all fucking wrong.
Yeah.
From the Bucks to CM Punk to fucking Jack fucking, who cares who he is?
Yes. Jungle Jack.
Yeah, Jack Perry. I knew who he was, but I don't fucking care.
Yeah, right. That's the thing. Move on.
Yep.
You know, do your business in the ring with your wrestlers.
Bill said it best that night we were live with him.
Right.
Every story has 3 angles.
Yes.
And it's the same way here. No one was in the right. Everyone acted like a fucking child.
Right.
Tony Khan should have sat every fucking member down in his office and said, look, you're here to do the fucking job. Grow the fuck up, put this behind you, and fuck off. You're here to fucking entertain the fans, not fucking do this politicking bullshit in the locker room. And then he should have fucking taken the Young Bucks status of EVPs away. You want to act the child, you don't deserve to be in that position of power where you can use that power to cause bullshit.
Right.
Because it wasn't CM Punk who barged into the Young Bucks locker room and attacked.
Right.
He said some things at the scrum that they didn't like. He said, you know where to find me. If you're going to go and look for the guy that's talking the shit, you are looking for a fight.
Right.
As EVPs, they knew better.
They should have known better.
CM Punk should have known better than to bring that shit up at the scrum.
Right.
Jack Perry didn't need to use real glass. He did not need to accost the officials and the commentator. And then the commentators did not need to involve CM Punk. He is not their fucking boss.
No.
So CM Punk should not have had to interject on the behalf of the backstage hands and the fucking commentators because a punk kid didn't know how to fucking listen.
Right.
Tony Khan needs to grow a set, you know, and a set where he's got to walk out on stage like fucking Miz holding his 2 big massive fucking balls. Right. And he's got to drop those balls on some fucking chins and make them fucking listen for a change. Simple as that. You got a strong boss, you don't have the issues in the locker room like he's having. And it isn't just CM Punk. We've heard about the fights between Eddie Kingston and fucking Sammy Guevara. There's been other fights in the locker room that weren't brought to light before that. There was a little mention about it, and there was a suspension given, or this or that, but it was squashed quietly. With CM Punk, it had to be everyone's fucking news, because the Bucks have to feed Meltzer and all these other fucking so-called journalists the dirt. Fuck them. You're being a child. You're not an EVP. Get the fuck out. Dropping balls on people's chins. No, it's time they adopted an adult attitude over at AEW. And if Tony can't be a boss, an authoritative boss, he needs to bring someone in that can be.
And stay behind the scenes.
Yeah, he needs to find someone to book his fucking shows. Because all he can ever think about is another dream fucking match. Oh, we don't need a story. They're going to tell the story. No, it's an angle. There's a difference between an angle and a fucking storyline. You only had one real guy. I don't care what people are going to say. MJF was not the biggest heel there. Christian showed and cut his chops good being everybody's fucking daddy. He played a true heel. And he didn't need to curse for it. He didn't have to run the same fucking storyline over and over again with every feud he was in. You know? Pete, did you suggest Tony Khan make his roster deep throat him to show dominance? You know what? At this point, I think that's what he'd have to do.
Yeah, I think so. He'd do. Yes.
Just fucking drop your drawers. Get everyone to line up in a fucking row on their fucking knees. Drill them till they're gagging on it. You know?
So you want to... So you want to be AEW, the Wrath of Khan?
Exactly. Exactly. You know?
Khan!
He does. He needs to get a backbone. And for God's sakes, you do your bit at the beginning of a scrum and get the fuck out of there. The rest of the scrum is for the eyes to be on the fucking talent.
Look how WOD kind of hijacked it and made it better. You know.
And for God's sakes, you're going to bring a big star in from another company? You better bring him in on a fucking hot storyline. Like they directly ripped off the devil fucking gimmick that WCW did. And it went absolutely nowhere, just like it did in WCW.
Yes.
Well, if you're going to rip off WCW, then you might as well rip off the NWO gimmick, but bring it in a fucking bit hotter. Because at least then you got people watching because you got something going on.
Right.
Tony got the idea from NJPW, the devil gimmick.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, WCW did it as well in the past. And it ended up being Ric Flair. And he did nothing with it either. You know? It's using things in the past but making them new. Triple H has done it.
Right.
Vince McMahon has done it time and time again.
Yeah.
But you're using something usually that worked.
And you put a twist on it. Or making something that didn't work.
Exactly. Putting a hook on it.
That too.
Queef hears you talking about balls on chins to keep everyone in line. He's going to start causing backstage drama on purpose. Well, you tell Queef I apologize for getting him so excited. Okay? I've got a way of talking. I don't change it for nobody.
Yeah, Berger said he's gonna make sure Queef has the key to your office.
Have you been checking out the RWO chat? Yes, I seen you posted something in there today, or at least you dropped a fucking meme. I got to commend Bill Haight. I've got to make a comeback after that shit. But I involved Booger Ray in part of the
Yeah, I
storyline
saw
to start building up our feud.
that.
And I like using the little bastard because, he's comic relief, especially the way he fucking looks now.
Yes. Oh yeah.
And
You like the little wrinkled suit I put
yeah,
on him, and
and
the
constantly saying that he's the new owner because I'm fucking dead. I had to use it.
or you're not speaking to us from the great beyond.
Uh, Bill Haight says NJPW has the wrestlers talk after the matches behind the scenes. Yes,
Yes.
which I like, but I
Yeah.
mean, the owner is not sitting with them like he's babysitting or like he wants the attention on him constantly.
He
You
looks
know,
like he looks like a Muppet.
yep.
Like Beaker, but with black hair.
Yeah. I've been watching the scrums that WWE has been doing since I started watching them again.
Yeah.
Triple H comes out, he does his bit, he talks about the max capacity that they reached, tickets sold,
Yep.
and talks a little bit about the event, how enjoyable it was for him, and then he goes off, and then each wrestler that is interviewed after that has their own time.
Right.
It's time to drop the fucking trying to be in the spotlight because you're not Vince McMahon. You're not going to be able to keep those people interested by you being out there hogging the spotlight on your fucking wrestlers. There's a reason why Vince McMahon worked with the angle with Stone Cold.
Yep.
There's a reason why he worked with the angle with The Undertaker, with The Rock, with all the other ones in the Attitude Era. He was that boss everyone wanted to kick the shit out of. It worked. But he didn't hog the spotlight when it was time to interview the wrestlers.
No.
Yeah, I read that today, Bill. I liked it. That's why I've got to do my bit next, and I've got time tomorrow, and I'll send you a message tomorrow about some of the ideas I'm working with for that feud because it's not going to stop if Mordecai happens to win match 4. It's not stopping there. I'm telling you right now, Mordecai, if he's going to do this against my will, he's got to beat you or at least tie you in the wins department. If he gets 6 out of 7, well, he ties you. He's not a bitch. If he gets 7 out of 7, well, then he surpasses you. Now, I'm doing everything I can possible to stop him from fucking winning so much. And there's only so much I can do. And I'm being very honest. I'm pulling the curtains back. When it's my characters, I fuck with the attributes. I will fucking... If I want them to lose, I will take those fucking meters all the way down if I have to. And I took him almost all the way down on Mordecai. I had him at 60% overall. And the fucker still is dominant. It pisses me off. Now, I can tell everyone else, and I don't care if you believe me or not, I don't fuck with your attributes. They are set, and I don't touch them.
He touches them.
No, I'll touch myself before I touch them, God damn it, okay? I'm getting slightly desperate. I've had a drink now, and now I'm feeling a little bit rowdy. Don't tell Queef.
You got Ditch Pig and Sins Washoe.
No,
for you.
no, absolutely
They'll
not.
take you.
No,
They'll take you for a ride.
You've ruined food for me. You're not ruining sex for me. That is not happening. Okay, I tune that shit out. I'm not gonna end up having that in my brain pan. Ain't happening.
I
no, it's not a challenge accepted either from you.
Evie, he challenged us.
No, I did not. There was no challenge thrown down.
Evie, Meanie, Evie and Meanie and myself accept the challenge.
Oh my God, Bill just cannot win, and I find it funny. I am getting pissed about it, Bill. I am truly getting pissed. I swore so much after the last episode of RWO, you would not believe. I was fucking furious. It's like Mordecai was... I built that fucking match for him to fucking lose. And he pulls out the W again. I can't handle that shit. When things don't go the way. Like, that's why I keep on saying they need to build a wrestling game on the perspective of a booker. The match still can be played out, and you can pick who wins, who loses. And I'm going to be looking into things the Ruthless crew is giving me information on how to record matches and edit them without having all this extra crap. And then I can air it and do commentary live. And that would allow me to essentially have a guest commentator where he's not on a 10-second lag.
Yes.
Well, here's the thing, Bill. I'm going to pitch an angle to you off screen tomorrow about this. If it goes through that Mordecai just refuses to fucking lose for me, I'm going to talk about an angle with you. And it revolves around the story I've been telling in the chat with what Mordecai's doing with Sin and what he keeps on fucking telling you. He desperately wants to be your big brother. Right. And I have no idea where my drunken fucking mind was going that night, but I'm running with it. I said it in the chat, so I got to run with it. I think me and Yeti are going to hook up tomorrow. Not that way.
Whoa.
And
Whoa.
And discuss an angle for the casket match coming up, because we're going to do that at the first super card of RWO. We had the spectacular. It was a super card. There was 9 matches, but it was a little setup because we got to get things moving. We got to get interim champions crown. How's it going, man? Pitch it tonight, man. Mark Malero says, "How's it going, Mark?" WrestleMania weekend, man, fucking blast. I enjoyed it. I hope everyone else enjoyed it that was watching.
It was.
You gave tonight a 9 out of 10, you said?
Yeah, 9.
Oh, I'm pitching a whole lot.
So.
Tense and everything, man. Tense and everything.
He's also receiving too, but we won't talk about that.
You know, that's cause for an ass whooping.
Well, you know what? It ain't gonna happen.
Well, I already know that you're going down in our casket match. No, if
you want me to go down?
Buts about it. It's going to be beautiful.
And that you like looking at my butt?
No, I didn't say I was going to be looking at your butt, you motherfucker.
You bet it's right.
Bill Haight calls.
Put me face down.
So the entirety of WrestleMania, night 1 and 2, you were given it a 9 out of 10. That's a pretty good score.
Yes.
Night 1 was meh. Night 2 was fucking incredible. You know what? I enjoyed night 1. I heard a lot of people online talking about night 1 saying it was mid. When you have a match with Rhea Ripley injured and Becky Lynch running a temperature of 102, and they still put a fucking great match on for everyone in the opening bout.
Open it. Yes.
That was a main event match, and they did it fucking beautifully. And who's going to hate on fucking Rhea Ripley looking the way she does? And then ending it with the tag team. Yeah, everyone was kind of frowning on the tag team match. Everyone knew the outcome. They knew night 2, Cody had to go through hard times. Right. But it was done beautifully. I liked it all.
Yes.
The only thing I was disappointed, The Rock lied to everyone. He said he was going to deliver that belt to Mama Rhodes. And Mama Rhodes was going to add her tears to it, and he fucking didn't. That pissed me off.
No.
I want to see that little old bitty cry. Okay?
She looks like Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
I mean, she's like Drew Carey, I mean.
The opening match was lit, Mark says. Crowd died after that. I don't know about that, man. I was watching it. Yeah. They got a little bit quieter, but I mean, it picked up. Like the following match, that ladder match, I fucking loved it. One, R-Truth finally got credit for all the hard work he's been putting in over the years. He got his main event spot. It was a feel-good moment for him. They split up the fucking tag teams for a change.
Yes.
Now
they got it. Now they got to deliver on the tag team division on both shows.
Yeah. Now, what they need to do when they do this fucking draft, they have to make a draft that actually sticks, that makes sense. No more of this crossover bullshit. No more of these fucking tag teams crossing over, winning both fucking sets of belts. Right. It's been done to death. It sucked. Bailey's thick booty saved night 2, Mark says. Pete knows about my obsession. Yes, I do. I've heard it. Yep. He's got a thing since Bailey's gotten thick. That's what 2 C's, motherfuckers.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got the hots, man. He's on the edge. I feel sorry for
Yep.
Lynn. She's got to be having some really rough nights with Mark, with him picturing Bailey's thick thighs.
Maybe she can get Bailey tattoos on each cheek.
Oh, Lynn is awesome, man. I don't know how many of you guys have
Yep.
ever been introduced to Lynn. I've had the pleasure of meeting Lynn on several occasions on a video chat. She is a
Yep.
fucking fantastic woman. Always smiling too. Fucking amazing. But yeah, no, man, I enjoyed this weekend, and I think the fact that I had my son with me, my daughter with
Yep.
me for night one, my stepson, it was fucking great. You know, experiencing it all with my kids, because when they were all little, we always watched wrestling together, and they kind of grew out of it because
Yep.
wrestling became stagnant. It was bullshit,
Yeah. Yeah.
and you know, when Austin started watching the same clips I was watching on YouTube, and I caught it. I caught him watching. It's like, "You're into wrestling again?" And he goes, "Yeah." It's like, "Okay, we'll watch Rumble this year together." And it just
Yep.
picked up from there, man. And it was fucking beautiful again. No, man, my cup is an altered. What the fuck? I can't read that. Oh, that fucking heart. Altered logo that says Bailey is my whole model. Yeah, she's not Mark's role model. She's Mark's whole model.
Yep.
Now, Mark,
Which
you watch.
which hole?
I don't think he's caring.
which?
I don't think
Well,
he's
there's
caring
three.
what hole.
Which three?
Fill them all.
Or do you got the Holy Trinity?
Like, why let a woman choose? You just take every hole.
That's what Queef says about you.
No, no, fuck off, man. Absolutely not. I love it. I love the banter when it's like people I know and chat with. The other guy the other night, I want to apologize to everyone. I kind of went off the rails a little bit that night, Friday night. I shouldn't say off the rails. My anger clearly showed, and the show suffered for it. Bill struggled to kind of re-engage as well as Yeti. I found it a struggle to re-engage as well. And I just had to end the show after that. Getting that mad. And the fact was, I know the kid, the man. I've known him since I was 12 years old. And why hide who you are? And then cause shit. And then once you get penalized for it, come back and cause more. I want to thank Evie for helping me out that night, getting rid of the motherfucker. I have a lot of respect for my past. I helped the kid out. I protected him because of his big mouth. I protected him when he was in jail. He came looking for trouble. He found trouble. I don't sugarcoat the way I feel when someone fucking pisses around. When it's jokes and I know they're jokes, like I said, I don't give a shit whatever anyone's sexual preference is. Don't push it on me. When it's joking like we do here, the banter that we have, I enjoy it. I laugh my ass off every fucking night, and I appreciate you guys knowing that I don't take you guys seriously when you're talking. That shit the other night, that was a little bit too far. So thank you, Evie, for wielding your mod powers. But it never stops a troll from making a new account, does it, people? No,
I never understood that.
no. It's like, and knowing the person that he is I know I can't turn him around. When he's in that mood to start shit, he does not get out of that phase.
Right.
In the past, the trolls that came in, we brought them around. And they were here among us and having fun. That trolling didn't exist anymore. We haven't had a troll on this channel for how many fucking years?
No.
That's what bugged me the most. I'm a lot more outspoken now that I'm starting to feel better. I'm getting out of that bad place I was in. And I'm not going to hold my tongue. That is why I don't hold my tongue with what's happening in the RWO chat. You got people doing the hard work, and you got people just dragging ass. It doesn't matter if they're being rewarded, like I'm doing with this Wasteland title situation. They drag ass. You know, I love people tuning into who their wrestlers. If you know who your wrestler is, you shouldn't have a problem telling a story about your wrestler.
Right.
Yeti's done it for years. Bill's done it for years. Evie, Meanie Girl, they've done it for years.
Right.
I love it. Now, Meanie's never been in the RWO chat, and she's got a good reason for it. And I will never, ever give her a hard time over it. You know? But when she's in that chat is lit the fuck up. She has fun in there. Meanie Girl has fun in there. You know, it doesn't matter if it's here on this chat. It doesn't matter if it's over on the underground. We are having a fucking blast, and I love it. It's 100 miles a minute, and that girl knows, woman, I do apologize, Evie. She knows how to keep the energy up, and so does Meanie Girl. And that's just as much as important to me as telling a story in the chat. You know, it's always a good time with those women.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Oh no, I didn't let the shit get to me. You know, that night I did. I was not in the mood for it. You know, just especially when he told me who he was. That just is like, you little fucking dick. You still want to be the fucking child you were.
Yeah.
But no, the rest of the weekend, man, it's been beautiful. I did the show last night alone. I felt good. You know, I feel good right now. I'm fucking tired as hell. But I feel fucking good. I'm in a better place. You know, I made decisions in my life,
Right.
and I'm feeling fucking good. And that's the important thing, you know, and having a good friend like Yeti here doing the podcast with me
Right.
almost every Friday.
Right.
Yeah, we don't want to end up with another 21 guys, one dumpster again, okay? We don't want to end up there.
Right. He wants the 21 to himself.
Yeah. All of them. So I can bury him in that dumpster. No. So I hope you guys all enjoyed WrestleMania weekend. I hope you guys all enjoyed Pillar to Post this weekend. I think this is the most I've ever gone live in a long time with a podcast. We had a great closing out of WrestleMania, a big celebration for Cody's victory. Got to throw some chatting around afterwards. I brought up a sore subject from Friday. It got Yeti a little bit awkward here. But you know what? He deserves to feel a little bit awkward. Yes, I fucked up the title of Friday's episode. I went to go and put one guy, one dumpster, and it turned out to 21 guys, one dumpster. It went into a bad place, Mark. What kind of stream did I walk into? Oh, you walked into what me and Yeti do. Yeti, anything else you want to add about this weekend or about tonight? Anything?
No, not really.
Not really.
Except for you. No, I'm going to bury you anyways. So, you know.
Well, me and Yeti, we're going to start hashing out our storyline. And it's funny to say because I've never hashed anything out with Bill. And me and him are in this long fucking storyline right now in the RWO chat. I'm fucking loving it. I love Bill's storytelling. And to give that man credit, being dyslexic and fucking writing as well as he does, I'm fucking enjoying it. You know, he's telling the story of Bill. I'm telling the story of Mordecai and Sin at the same time, as well as filling in some other things too. Adding Pope into the mix with Kill Shot. It's fucking fun. And that's what the channel's always been about. That's what that chat's always been about. I can be a little bit gruff. I can be a little bit disappointed because people aren't getting involved. You know, we're going to have fun regardless.
Right.
And we're going to tell stories, and we're going to fucking love it. And I'm going to burn Yeti once he's in that casket at the Supercard. And then I'll be nice. I'll pull him out when he's just got, you know, second-degree burns, and he can continue being a referee.
Nope. I'm not coming out. No, I'm not coming out.
Yes, I seen the pictures, Evie. I seen the pictures. Heard Booger stole her prosthetic leg and made a lamp for Pete. I seen the pictures. Oh my god, it was fucking interesting. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you very much for joining me this weekend.
Right.
I want you all to have a great night. As I always say, have a better tomorrow, folks, because tomorrow's another day. If today was shit, tomorrow should be better. Any last words from you?
Go fuck yourself, people.
Well, you know what? You give me about 10 minutes after we go off air, and I'm going to fuck off over there. Like, in that direction. And I will please myself to no end.
Right. With 21 guys and 5-toe flow?
No. No, if I got to go on a solo mission, man, I will go fucking solo on this bitch.
Your blow-up doll?
Oh, fuck no, man. Why would I waste the energy? If it's not a real
just-
woman, why waste the energy?
What did you do? Just
We're not
carve a
going
hole
into
in
this,
your-
bro. You're asking too much information now. I've got your interest piqued, and there's no reason for me to answer any more fucking questions.
Yeah, right.
I don't need you snapping one off, imagining me fucking a blow-up doll. It shouldn't have happened, bro.
You snapped it off in a blow-up doll? Is that why you're walking?
We
funny?
we were saying goodbye to the viewers out there. A whole fucking 8 of them. We were saying goodbye. Now I'm stuck here talking about blow-up dolls, getting my jollies off while you're snapping one off in the fucking corner.
You snapped your dick off in a blow-up doll? Oh my god!
Oh my goodness. Evie says Pete's teasing us with a secret solo joke. The chicken stream. No streams, folks. Have a great night, folks.
You know if there's stuff coming out of the nose, it's full Pete.
We're not going to have intro music. I try to have an intro music today. We're
Don't
not
have
gonna
outro music?
We're not going to have outro music either. We're just going to call it quits here, because God damn it, Yeti's going into the next realm here on Pillar to Post, and taking 2 guys, 1 dumpster in a porn hub, it seems. So have a fantastic fucking night, people. I love you all, and I appreciate the kindness you guys have given both of us guys here on Pillar to Post. But for now, I am out of here. Final words from Yeti. Let him get his final bit in.
Wipe the jizz from your chin.
Okay, folks, have a good night. Oh, Lord.